Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Morgan. Let me turn this on. I just recorded 3 videos on a new microphone. There might even be another video up there that has no sound. I could not get that microphone to work, and it was very frustrating. And so maybe there is something that just doesn't want to be said, can't be said, shouldn't be said. I don't know. Something holding you back from saying something. We'll see what the cards have to say. What's on the bottom? The world's on the bottom. The end of a cycle. I am quite irritated from that. I'm going to put that aside. We're going to call in 100 angels to hold this space, and only balanced, loving, benevolent energies are allowed to interact with us. Let's see what the cards have to say. Interesting day so far for me. High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles. So the intuition is helping to move things forward in the 3D world. There's some projects, some opportunities, things coming in that the intuition is guiding you towards. For me today, I was guided to a bookstore, and I found a book that will be helpful for me in the future. The random idea. Page of Swords is some new truths coming in with that intuition giving some new information. On the bottom, ooh, the Empress, about some new project, new creation. Okay. So we get the Six of Swords. It was kind of in reverse. I'm not going to take it that way. We're moving towards calmer waters. So I was talking about this in one of the videos that is not going to be showing up for you. Very frustrating. I really like those readings. When we get the Six of Swords, it means the Five of Swords had been present. So it meant that there was some frustrating, anxiety producing stress that had been happening. And now we're moving towards a calmer space intellectually, energetically, mentally. So letting go of some of those stressful experiences. Yes, and moving towards more of a calmer, peaceful Ten of Pentacles, legacy, what we want to leave here, warm, balanced, grounded energy. Page of Pentacles as well. So we got the Knight and the Page. So we're really moving forward some sort of project, goal, experience that we want to have here. And this card is following everybody everywhere. The Tower is here. It is crumbling, falling. Things are changing. Dynamics are changing. Belief systems are changing. Things are moving from one dynamic to another. And I put it right underneath the High Priestess. So you're finding out about things intuitively. So if you have your clairs open and available to you, clairsentience, clairvoyance, claircognizance, those kinds of things, you find out things before you learn about them in the 3D world. And so those spaces are giving you these opportunities to learn about truths, especially with that Page of Swords. And they're not, well, they are kind of gentle truths. I was going to say they're not gentle truths, but they are and they're not. So there's simple truths with the Page of Swords, but they're not gentle with the Tower. So we keep that in mind. Simple but not gentle. Very interesting. We got the Two of Pentacles. So what are we going to do about it? This new information we got. And the world came back on the bottom again. It is ending these cycles. Some things ending karmically. Eight of Pentacles, something we're working on. So there is okay. So we get the Tower, the 2, and the 8. Tower, 2, and the 8, right? So the ending of one thing and the beginning of starting something new. And there's this balancing back and forth between how do I do that? How do I end this and how do I begin this? And this is the same, we've been talking about this for weeks. Everybody's going through this. King of Swords. Interesting, I said that. King of Wands. King of Wands. There's some passionate new beginning. There's something they're really going to be excited about that is going to move forward. This Ten of Pentacles energy. So let's see what we got here. Simple truths that are not gentle about something you're doing in the 3D. So going from one space to another. We got all these pentacles, tons of pentacles. So changing jobs, changing projects, changing. For me, I started this channel, right? This is new for me. Barely anybody seeing this. If you're seeing this in the future and there's people watching this, this is a very early on video. This is very new for me. I have done this before. I've had a channel for years, many years ago, but this is something new for me. And so I'm in this space too. I'm a writer. I wrote this book, and I unpublished this book, and I am starting this channel and moving towards this now. So that is my example of how this is playing out in my life, but it's going to be different for you. One project to another. I don't know why they wanted me to explain my situation, but maybe that'll help someone. I'm going to use these other cards because nothing wants to come out. These other cards here. Let's see what they say. So the Sculptor Galaxy, an intense time of transformation, birthing new ideas and refinement. I got this in the other readings that aren't going to be available now. So new time of transformation. Whenever we see the Tower, we know things are transforming. So we know that's happening. Truth, that Page of Swords, the truth. And when I said King of Swords, that's a very strong truth. So that's a deep truth. Can be very cutting and very intense and not gentle. You know, some things can be really intense when it comes from the King of Swords. Delusional. We've been getting this a lot lately too. The spiritual world can become very delusional. And I'm not even going to say that being delusional is a bad thing. If we want to manifest in the way that we want things to come into our lives, we have to be delusional to get those things, right? We have to believe we can have those things. And if nobody ever told us we can have them, it's going to look delusional, but that's okay. Air, again, we get communication and conversation and spoken word. The truth is transforming. Interesting. Truth is transforming. Our gifts are transforming, upgrading. I wouldn't be surprised if we got upgrading. Ganymede, abundance, good fortune, and or potentially being full of oneself, right? When we talk about Jupiter, this is Jupiter energy. When we talk about, this is a moon of Jupiter. When we talk about that, we're always, we got to be mindful of that egoic energy that can come from being too expanded or too expansive. I don't know, my camera's being weird, but let's see what else the tarot wants to say. Let's see what is this tarot, this High Priestess Tower information? What is this Tower High Priestess? What are we letting go of? Ooh, interesting. Celebration or overindulgence. Page of Wands. Naivety. I don't always read that as naivety. And Page of Cups. So yeah, it's this young, naive, young naivete, I would say. I would get 2 pages when I ask that. Yeah, and it's not easy. What's going on is not easy. So that Tower is the 5 of Cups and the Strength card. Two cards that represent an extreme level of perseverance and strength that needs to be seen in order to get through this. The Magician. So we are manifesting. Things are coming into fruition. So we need to keep that in mind. We keep that in mind with our words, our speech, the way that we think, our belief systems. They're changing. They're morphing into. I put it right next to the 6 of Swords. So things are becoming easier for us to manifest. And if the Knight of Pentacles is our overall energy for this reading, things are coming into the fruition, into the 3D world. And we get the King of Cups. Emotionally fulfilling, loving, caring, expressive. That's how we're going to manifest, is through our emotions. And we get the World on the bottom again. Whoa. 4 of Swords. This is causing healing. Whatever's coming into fruition is going to cause major healing for... Hold on. 7 of Cups. So there might be a feeling of like, I don't know what to do right now, you know? And that's fair. There's a lot happening, especially with that 5 of Cups and the Strength. Those are heavy, heavy, heavy energies. Those are disappointing, bummed out. One thing's leaving me. I got to do something else. I don't love that. You know, with that 2 of Pentacles in between the Tower and the 8 of Pentacles, we know we got to keep going. There's no way out of it. We have to keep moving along because there's a new path ahead. 3 of Wands. That new path is going to show us the way. What is this new path? Oh, it's a 2 of Cups. So it's movement towards other like-minded individuals. Soulmates, friends, family, people who care about you. Love that. Love that. Where is this path taking us? Ooh. Queen of Pentacles, grounded, stable, boundaried, loving, caring, nurturing, great friendships, relationships, business partnerships, and new opportunities. The Fool. This is great, beautiful energy. That is exactly what we're moving towards. And the Emperor, being a boss. Being a boss. And sometimes it takes hard lessons and stuff. These moments right here that we have to get through to get to these little Page of Pentacles that slowly grow into this right here, this 10 of Pentacles. This is how it begins and this is where it ends. And I'm going to leave it there. And I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.